Hey there, folks. Well, I've arrived at the spot in my therapeutic journey where I'm just questioning everything that's been a constant in my life for so long. I reached the point now where I can question it not just in an intellectual way, because I've always been able to do that. Intellectualization is like, if there was an Olympics for it, I would win. I would get all the gold. No, more arriving there emotionally, like I mentioned before. And, like, why am I so basically freaked out by myself? Like, I've come to realize that sorry, I keep being distracted by how black my eyes look. It's so weird. Anyway, I've come to realize that I live in a state of being besieged by my own superego, by my own overmind. Like, I spend my time as if I'm in a bunker to protect myself from myself and the demon in my head that is my depression. And it's constantly like besieging me and keeping me cooped up in this room, this life, this existence. And I don't really get it. I mean, I know from my readings that on some level it must be that this thing was put there by me to keep me safe somehow. But the idea of living your life afraid of yourself, essentially, I mean, that's what happens when I try and just change something about my life instead of living the same day over and over again until the day I die. This fear sets in, this chill freezes me to the place, to the spot, and paralyzes me, basically. And that's part of this, demon depression. That's its main attack against me. Because I went through the whole cognitive approach. So my depression knows that it can't get away with actually saying the depressive stuff, because I'm really good at shutting that shit down when I quote unquote hear it. But the emotions are still there. And so my depression's main way of controlling me has become this ice cold chill of fear that is my anxiety. And that keeps me in my box. That punishes me for even daring to think about anything other than this life of video games and creative endeavors. Which brings me to the next question. Why isn't this enough? And that's hard to answer in a simple way. But the feeling that this life I'm leading is not enough, it's not some sense of like I'm not fulfilling an obligation or something. It's that my life is not fulfilling. It's not satisfying to me, not yet anyway. And I keep thinking, like, what other things will I add to my life in order to make my day seem more full? And I haven't necessarily come up with anything yet, although I've had some vague ideas. But I need more. And what I need the most is employment. I need labor rendered meaningful by payment. Even if the payment is lousy, you know. Right now I live on something like $1,375 a month. So honestly, like even just a minimum wage life would be like doubling my income at least. Probably a lot more than that, actually. So, you know, I humbly dream of mere adequacy in terms of being a part of society and wanting to contribute. Pursuant to yesterday's thing about chores, I realized that I've spent my whole life wanting to help but feeling like I couldn't. And, well, it's high time I got over that. I can help. I am amazingly gifted. My gifts could be extremely helpful in so many ways to so many people, and some of those people have money. I'm telling you, people could get my extraordinary talents at fire sale prices right now. They wouldn't even have to pay me enough to live on because, honestly, my living expenses are kind of taken care of. I just want something that'll mean something to someone. Right now, these videos and the blogging I do for wis.substack.com, I do get comments, especially in the videos. So it's not quite shouting down the well like it was when I hosted my own blog and only 2 people in the universe even knew it existed. But it's still not enough. I need more. And in order to get more, I need to get out of my own way. I need to stop being so damn scared. And that means asking myself why. Why is all this messed up shit in my head, and how do I get rid of it? I'll try and keep you posted. I guess that's all from me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.